Hello everybody, it's Kevin with Inspiring How You See That, and we have...
Hey, it's Brian. How's everything going?
And yes, we have Brian. And I, of course, dressed up for today, because special event. Who are you going to be talking about?
We're talking about Breaking Benjamin. And Breaking Benjamin's one of our all-time favorite bands. We've both seen them numerous times. Mm-hmm. And actually, their show, when I went with you up near Cleveland, was the first time I ever did like a VIP package or behind the stage get to meet. And so that was my very first experience of that type, was Breaking Benjamin. It was incredible.
Definitely. And it's was it was a cool venue, and even everybody at that venue was the security, the staffing.
Yep.
I mean, it was nice to see somewhere where you go and it was well organized and great event. But let's get back to Breaking Ben and some of the things that they've done and all the years that they've been around.
Yeah.
And the music that they've produced. I mean, it's just, some of it's just breathtaking. And we've done. I did a couple of videos like with the movie scene and trying to do, with
Contagion and.
Yes, and and their music's just phenomenal.
Oh yeah, and like many of the bands that we talked about, is they've got that ability to have the slow, sad ballads and the heavy kind of pick you up type of songs. Mm-hmm. So we both love that about bands. And one of the cool things about Breaking Benjamin is they're from our home state of Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. They're from Wilkes-Barre, which is on the other side, but still PA boys. We like to throw that out there. We're both from the Erie area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I like the way, I remember there was an interview back with Ben. It was Benjamin, probably, it was right before they started their new, kind of the new structuring of the band. Mm-hmm. And I really liked the way that Breaking Benjamin, and I mean, Benjamin's really, really talented in the way, way he restructured it and made it so not just himself was in the singing style of it, but he also has Aaron and I believe Keith on backup vocals, and the way they tie it in together it's just incredible.
Yeah, it is.
It makes the sound so much better. I'm not saying that their old stuff was bad. I mean, it's all good.
No, but it adds that richness to it that wasn't there.
Yeah, and he just made it a next level up.
Yep.
I mean, so it's just like it even made you want to listen to it more. I mean, and these are one of those bands where you listen to one of their songs, and every one of their songs on their CD is
incredible.
You just listen to them all, and then when they change over everything, and you listen to it, I was like, wow, I'm gonna play this one 5-6 different times or put it on repeat, and that's just the song style and the way that the whole band got together and literally put a twist on it. I really like that. And like Brian was saying, when they put on a show, I mean, just the stuff that's set up. Now, I do appreciate the way the Blossom did it, where we saw them.
Yes.
They give you a little bit more leniency towards what they like, their style of setup. Meaning they have pyrotechnics, fire, all that. Now, when you come over to some venues, they're a little more precautionary.
They restrict it, yeah.
Yeah, and which is, I get it, but sometimes it's really disappointing because the way they set it up at Blossom, it was very, very well covered and taken care of. There was pyrotechnics.
Oh, it was safe. I mean,
there was pyrotechnic specialists, and the way they had the all the other, and we got to give credit to all these guys that are helping with the pyrotechnics. I mean, they were all set up on the sides, making sure everything was all right. So there's honestly, there's really no excuse for like a couple of these other venues that we've been to that are bigger than Blossom, and they still didn't allow it. It's just, in that regards, it's a shame, but because you have to go to one of these venues like Blossom to
really appreciate it.
Exactly, to see what Breaking Benjamin really wants to do. But some of them restrict it for that. But even the music's still great, and the way they put on their performance. I've saw them live many, many times, and all the members are really cool and really personable, and it's
like Shaun the drummer, and you got Jasen on guitar. They're all great guys.
Mm-hmm. And you guys will have to watch sometime too. We'll probably be doing a segment on Shaun, and hopefully sometime we'll get to talk to all the members or one of the members or individuals. But we have talked to them before when we were out on the when we were during the VIP or even other segments
on stage.
And on stage. Yeah, it was really cool. But we'll talk a little bit about, because I drummed, so Shaun, I appreciate what he's doing out there, and doing some of his segments and teaching of the drums and everything down in my area. And
Absolutely.
Down in Ohio.
Yeah. And one of the things that you talked about made me think of something important. When when we had the VIP, we were up on stage and you're talking about the safety procedures. Mm-hmm. One thing that we want to stress: if you get a VIP package, you're able to go on stage. Listen to the instructions that they give you. When they tell you to stand in a certain spot or don't go somewhere, they're not trying to be mean. They're trying to protect you because there are cables everywhere. There are pyrotechnics. People could get hurt if you don't listen to the instructions. And quite frankly, I remember we were told when we got there, don't show up drunk to go backstage. And there was a couple that showed up drunk and they said, no, you're not going back. And so, you know what? That's the way it has to be, because you can't be up there acting like an idiot with all these things going on. So, and you're there to enjoy the concert. Why would you want to miss that? You spent all that money, you've waited all that time, enjoy the show. That's all we want to say about that, is listen to their instructions. They're trying to keep you safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I guess the big thing is, it's like anything. You get one bad apple, it ruins a whole bunch.
Yep.
And we don't want that. And Breaking Benjamin, the band, the crews, everybody that sets that all, they don't want it, because they're trying a new approach to a lot of things. They just started doing a lot of these on-stage things, and of course, what was 2-3 years ago, and they started expanding it a little bit more. And hopefully after this is all done with 2021, as far as COVID and stuff, and we can start getting back on stage, that, and I hope it continues.
Yep,
because
absolutely.
we want to be able to do that, and I'm sure that the bands, they love it. You can see the smile on their faces because they know that you're up there appreciating not only their music, but it's on a bucket list. For some people, and it was on ours, and
absolutely.
Just take the dive and just go ahead and do it. I know we all work hard for our money and the jobs, and the bands know that too, and they give it to you, and that's what Breaking Benjamin did. Is they did a stand-up job.
Absolutely. So in closing, just a couple of songs. Obviously, some of their big ones, Diary of Jane, So Cold are big. My favorite really isn't one of the big hits. It's Ashes of Eden. I love that. Like you said, you want to hear it 5-6 times. For me, that's one of my favorite songs ever. Ashes of Eden is just absolutely, it's a tearjerker. It's incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I have every one of them I love. So it's like I don't have one in particular. It's just throw it on the
and just jam.
Yeah, throw it on and jam, and just when you just want to either have the heavier part or the lighter part, and just kind of relax. Yep.
Yeah, so in closing, guys, in Breaking Benjamin, if you get the chance to see this, again, thank you for that opportunity. It was an awesome, fantastic night that, we'll always remember for the rest of our lives. And to everyone else, if you haven't checked out Breaking Benjamin, do it. I'm sure there's going to be at least a couple songs you're going to love, no matter what you like. So let us know in the comments what you think of Breaking Benjamin. If you had the opportunity to meet them or see them live, tell us about it. We'd love to hear that.
Mm-hmm. And again, make sure you subscribe to them. And it's like Brian said, they're coming out with some, hopefully some newer stuff. They've been doing some collaborations too as well. And when you subscribe to us or them, you'll get these notifications. You'll see when we'll try to keep up on that too as well. When something's new coming out. We try to put out a What's New segment, at least once a week. But honestly, you and I are going to be doing it more often, and my son and I have done it, and I can't keep up. I got a pile of lists, but I don't want to overwhelm people and put out a ton at a time. But
a lot of times we share new videos as they come out. We'll just on our Instagram, and we'll just put it out there, and it's just, hey, go check this out.
Just kind of a teaser, and then we might go onto YouTube and talk about it a little bit.
Exactly.
And just kind of throw it back out there on the YouTube feed, and hopefully that algorithm, people that don't see us or haven't heard of us will catch that and or that band, and it'll get introduced to them. And that's our goal, is to get some new stuff out there. And our goal also is for you guys to give us some new music, from bands that you have heard, whether it be in the States or overseas somewhere, which we listen to a lot of music out of the country, and we enjoy as well. And we're very much appreciative that everybody that sent us, some of the newer stuff in 2020 and 2021.
Keep it coming.
Yeah, definitely. So put it down there, email us, message us, whatever you got to do, get it to us.
Absolutely. So again, thanks for spending this time. We love you all. God bless. And rock on.
See you next time.